Okay, let's unpack this. Today, we're taking a deep dive into, well, an incredibly unique source.
It's really unusual, yeah.
It's a communication called Message to the UN, sent by secure email back in January 2024.
And the sender actually says their account was hacked, and they need this passed on to the UN. Very strange circumstances.
Exactly. So our mission today is really to pull out the most striking bits of information from this message, make some extraordinary claims, secret military stuff, potential global conflict.
Yeah, you're definitely going to hear some, let's say, unconventional ideas.
For sure. So where does it even begin?
Well, what's striking right off the bat is just the sheer audacity of the claims. The message mentions these rumors. It's word of invisibility-cloaked drones, submarine bases.
Invisibility-cloaked submarine bases.
Described as having, get this, wall-to-wall, frameless glass televisual displays.
Okay.
To generate illusions, apparently. And coated in sonar-absorbent material. Makes them stealthy,
Right. And where are these supposed to be?
Allegedly on the seabed. In Thai and Chinese waters, and even just outside in international waters, all set up, it claims, for WW3 surprise attacks.
Wow. Okay, underwater bases. But it doesn't stop there, right? It talks about aerial bases, too.
Indeed. These supposed invisibility-cloaked aerial bases.
So floating. How?
Well, the message suggests they're kept aloft, away from flight paths, maybe using atomic batteries and rotor or gyroscopic-based systems for very long levitation.
Atomic batteries and their purpose.
For rapid deployment of black budget, finance off-the-books UAVs, unmanned aerial vehicles, drones, basically.
And the invisibility part, how does that supposedly work?
It's described as, a simple optical illusion, a trompe-l'oeil, French for deceive the eye.
Right.
A camera records the background, a frameless display shows the video feed, and poof, it looks invisible. Or that's the theory presented.
Huh. And it even suggests how you might detect these things.
Yeah, it does. It claims you could use AI to spot tiny errors the naked eye would miss.
Yeah.
Or even use an EMP.
An electromagnetic pulse?
Exactly. Under a recon sub, maybe. To disable the displays. Make the base visible.
A level of detail is something.
It really is. And it extends to the funding, too. Claims a black budget from cocaine and heroin dealing over the last few decades paid for an armada of multi-travel method amphibious drone craft.
That's quite a claim. Does it offer any proof?
Well, it makes this assertion that drug producer Colombia and the USA are actually UK crown corporations, which it suggests you can check on the UK company's house website. Sort of trying to ground these wild claims in something verifiable, maybe.
Okay, so we've got these incredible hidden bases, cloaked tech, funded by illicit means. Then the message shifts, right? From capabilities to an actual alleged plan for World War III.
Yes, a really chilling alleged blueprint. It talks about building opposition to China and Thailand, trying to paint them as rogue states.
Setting up sides for a conflict.
Precisely. It proposes one side, EU, USA, UK, Canada, Australia, Israel, and then tries to pull Russia, the Middle East, India, and China onto the other side.
How would this even kick off?
The message outlines possible provocations. Maybe a false flag attack, or an Iran-Israel conflict escalating, perhaps even political assassinations blamed on the other side.
Sounds like a spy thriller plot.
It really does. But it's laid out here as a potential roadmap to global war. It gets even more specific.
Go on.
Once fighting starts in the Middle East, the scenario alleges the USA invades Siberia, but tells its people Russia invaded Alaska first.
Deception on a massive scale.
Then, the U.S. is supposedly poised to invade China from the north, claiming China attacked Siberia. It describes a pincer movement on China, north and south.
From where in the south?
A sea battle launched from Guam and those alleged cloaked bases we talked about. It even tries to rope India into attacking Myanmar and China from the southwest.
It's an incredibly elaborate narrative.
To say the least. But, interestingly, the message isn't all about war plans. It also suggests ways to prevent it.
Okay, like what?
Well, one really fascinating idea is a new global detection system for air and sea.
How would that work?
Picture this. Floating, anchored platforms at the entrances to national waters. Guards, drones. Ships would need a unique design security feature with an encoded ship passport.
Like a digital ID for every vessel.
Sort of, yeah. Almost like a blockchain system, maybe. Your identity and permissions checked digitally before gates open, and a drone follows and records you inside national waters.
And something similar for aircraft.
Exactly. A similar system for planes and airspaces.
So really comprehensive surveillance. What else?
Beyond surveillance, it talks strategy. Convincing India that, economic growth isn't worth a major war. boosting defense cooperation across Asia.
Trying to build alliances for peace, not war.
Right. Resisting provocations, anticipating that the aggressors' economies will weaken eventually. It even suggests reaching out to EU powers for non-aggression pacts, noting EU citizens probably aren't keen on war.
It also gets into economics, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. Proposes a cheaper energy plan to cut global costs, boost the economy, basically removing a potential justification for war.
And some pretty futuristic farming ideas.
Oh, yeah. Drone air farms, using tessellating hover platforms, interlocking floating platforms to increase farmland surface area.
The goal being
Cheaper food, cheaper bioethanol. It connects advanced tech not just to war, but to prosperity. Claims the planet could support up to 100 billion people this way.
What's fascinating here really is just the sheer scope, the detail, from these highly speculative tech claims to these very broad strategies for conflict and peace.
Absolutely. This deep dive gives us a unique look into the kind of information, even if totally unverified, that makes you think about global security in, well, different ways.
So what does this all mean for you listening? I think it encourages us to be critical about the layers of information out there. This message certainly presents a complete, if alarming, story.
And it raises a big question, doesn't it? How might international relations, global security, how might it all change if even a fraction of these kinds of claims, technological or geopolitical, ever saw the light of day?
Or if the preventative measures it suggests were ever seriously considered on a global scale.
It's definitely something to ponder.